Okay, well, so I wasn't gonna film anything on the ride to this camp trip because I mean it's just me driving, right? And you guys have seen that, you know. So I filmed the bridge, me crossing over the bridge. Obviously, I'm in the upper peninsula right now, but I was going to a campground that I know. I checked it last week, and they were still like first come first serve sites. Not many people come in this time of year. It's still early spring, gets kind of cold at night, but everything looked fine. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna head there. And I had two other campgrounds in the area that were backups in case I got there and for some reason it was just booked, right? So I got there and the road's closed. And I was like, wait, what's going on? You know, and I was like, okay, something's wrong. Like the campground is closed. I'm like, it was open as of 5 days ago. So I'm like, okay, well, it's shut down. Okay, well, I'll go to my backup. So I went to my secondary spot. That one's closed. I was like, okay, something's going on, you know. So I went to the third backup spot. I got there, that one was open. There was one camper there, and they were huddled inside, like shut down, and I know why. I found a spot, and I'm like, okay, this works. I got out, and it was swarming so hard with mosquitoes, I couldn't open my mouth without inhaling just hundreds of them. Like, it was ridiculous. I screwed up. Censored myself. I screwed up and I left my damn window down in my truck as I was exploring and kind of walking around looking for sites there and stuff. They had a little lake. That was the little lake that I talked about last year where there was like a bald eagle living on it, nesting on it. It's like, okay, maybe that'll work. But no, I couldn't stay there. I was like, this is crazy. I'll never get any filming done. You know, I just can't, you know. So I am now going to my fourth backup spot, which is an hour away, but I'm going into Quamanon Falls. Alright, so it's like 10 o'clock. Finally settled in for the campsite. Sitting by the fire, staying warm because the temperature dropped pretty quick. It's probably low 50s, high 40s. Not too bad. What a day, man. I should have, I don't know. Should I have come up this far? Should I have tried to look for other spots? I don't know. But I decided to come here just because it's familiar to me, I guess. If it was like maybe 2 in the afternoon or something, and you know, I still had the day left, you know, I probably would have explored other campgrounds in the area around the original site and would have, you know, looked around and tried to find something else cool, you know, something nearby. But because I had a late start in the day, I did some yard work and stuff before I left the house this morning. I came out here, and then, you know, I realized maybe 200 miles away from home that I had forgotten all of my camera gear other than my camera. So I brought the camera, had no tripod, no other gear with it. So I'm like, fuck. So I like swung into a Walmart and bought like the cheapest kit imaginable so I could get kind of a stick to talk to, so I'm not like holding it the whole time. And a tripod because I had all these plans to film like 3 or 4 videos here, like a tent review. You know, I was kind of challenged by another channel. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll know it in that video. To do a wood stick fire cooking challenge. So I was planning to do that up here. So I needed camera stuff. So anyway, it was like 7 o'clock at night by the time I found out that, hey, the first 3 campsites I could have been at, you know, I couldn't go to. So this was an hour away. I came here because it was familiar to me. I know this campground. I've stayed here before. I knew there were spots open because I had looked earlier in the week. And I was like, well, screw it. I'm just gonna go there. It's familiar, and I get some cool shots of the waterfall for you guys. So win-win. I made the best of it. But you know, like I said, if it was earlier in the day, I wouldn't be here. I would probably explore some other areas and do that. But it's hard to do recon on a campsite if it's decent or not at, you know, 9 o'clock at night in the dark, and then you're setting up everything in the dark. So I raced here. I made 2 quick hot dogs for dinner. Wasn't what I had planned. That was my lunch plan tomorrow. And just finally got everything set up. Sleeping bag and all that's rolled out. So I'm just gonna sit by the fire now tonight, relax a little bit and unwind. And tomorrow's a fresh start. So we're gonna get up, we're gonna enjoy the day. There's actually a pretty nice trail from this campground to the lower falls, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow, hike that, and explore the area, see what's around here. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning. It's been, I've been up for about 20 minutes now. I think it's a little before 7. And birds are chirping and it's starting to drizzle a little bit onto the tent. Which sucks, because I have to start a fire. And it's raining, but it might just be like yesterday. Last night it drizzled for like a second. That was it. So I'm hoping that's it. Anyway, I got pretty cold last night. I came into bed. It was probably 40, and it was like damp, so it was pretty cold. But I stayed pretty warm all night. I put these like these grabber hand warmers in. These are the big boy ones. I took 2 of these and threw one in the bottom of my sleeping bag, and then one in the middle under my back. Kept me warm. This thing's still hot right now. It's supposed to stay warm for 18 hours. It's almost like too hot. So I threw one in the bottom, keep my feet warm. The other one I kept underneath the small of my back. And that kept me warm all night long. That was pretty nice. So it's a good little hack. You could hear all the frogs last night before I went to bed. I was laying here listening to them. It just got too cold, so I laid in here for a while. I was just listening. The frogs they'd all be quiet, and then you'd hear one of them, like in the distance, croak once, and then they'd all freaking light up, for like 20 minutes, and then they'd all quiet back down, and then one would start up again, and they'd all go again. That was cool. It was kind of funny. Anyway, let's get going.
Okay, well, battery's almost dead. That's cool. So, breakfast is made in my tummy. That was good. Coffee was a little strong. So, learning lessons, that AeroPress thing that says 1, I thought would be 1 cup. If it is, you really like coffee, because that is super, super strong. So I think maybe 1, and that was like 2 grinderfuls full of beans. So I think that was way too much. So I'm gonna, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try it, or maybe later tonight if I have another cup. I'm just gonna try 1 grinderful. The previous clip got cut off, but I had breakfast and stuff. I definitely made the coffee too strong. I think I went through all that. So all that's done. Went up to the office, took care of some paperwork that needed to be taken care of. And just because I got here late last night, I had to get all that kind of squared away. So anyway, that probably is none of that's gonna make it into this video. Keep walking into cobwebs. Anyway, so we ended up at Prominent Falls. We're in the Hemlock Loop, I guess that's where we ended up at. I went down to the lower one. There's a, I think it's called a portage. or portage loop. I went down there first, look for a site, because I figured it's closer to the falls and stuff. But there was too many people down there, and I didn't want that. So, I heard a story once. I haven't actually seen it myself. I don't know, it could be myth, but I heard a story once that there is a beaver living up here. I believe at the lower falls. It's either the lower falls or the upper falls. I believe it's the lower. There is a beaver living up here that is the size, it is mistaken often when seen for a bear. Holy crap, look at the size of this tree. She was a beefy girl. Anyway, people claim to see this beaver living in the falls that is so damn big, they mistake it for a black bear all the time. It'd be super cool to see that, but I don't know if it's real or not. I've only been here twice, but I've never seen it. So, maybe it's real, maybe it's not. If you've seen said beaver, comment below. I would love to see it if somebody caught it on camera. It'd be kind of cool. Anyway, this trail back is like Fat Guy Nightmare, because pretty much 90% of it's been uphill. I'm burning calories, I'm losing the weight. I'm having fun. This is fun. Oh, here's another hill. This is fun. Okay, let's go to the upper falls. Alright, so we're at the upper falls now. I'm taking a hiking trail down to the river. I am sans hiking pack, poles, and everything else, because everything here is pretty close to the lot. But I'm gonna walk down the river and then hike up to the upper fall. This one, I would say, I feel like this is more touristy. They have like a big brewery here and store and other stuff. You know, there's more activities to do. I do hear they have like a snowshoe hiking trail here, like guided snowshoe tours in the winter. I've never done that, but I really want to. Maybe this winter I will. I almost did it last winter, but couldn't figure out the timing. And I don't think, well, it never snowed by me. I'm sure it snowed up here. But anyway, let's get down to the river, check that out, and then I'll show you the big falls. Is this not awesome or what? Gigantic. It's so cool. Don't move. There's a bear right there. All right, we're finally in the water. It's kind of nice to see one other, maybe two other boats out here, or kayaks. So we're gonna kayak up to the falls. It was a little precarious getting in. Everything's kind of, the water's real high, so the kayak launch is a little sketchy getting in and out. It's real muddy and slippery, and there's a lot of like roots and stuff sticking up everywhere. But I think we can get up here and paddle around and see the lower falls up close and personal. so cool. It's pretty cool. I got like tucked in right behind like a big rock. And I could see like the current on both sides of me pushing away, but that rock was blocking it. I was able to sit there without really paddling much, and just sit there and got a good view of it. It's pretty cool. What a day. It's been a good day. If this doesn't recharge the batteries, I don't know what does. Oh, you're probably saying, Matt, were you wearing those glasses the whole video? No, I wasn't. I lost my sunglasses taking the assistant to the park, fixing her chain. I think I bent down and fixed her chain on her bike, and they fell off, and I lost them. So I've been wearing these Harbor Freight safety glasses, which are fine, but like, they're good for like an hour. And then after an hour, there's no like, nothing on your nose or anything. They start to hurt. So I went into the gift shop at the Upper Falls and bought some sunglasses. I don't know that I love them, but they're more comfortable than the other ones. Do I look cooler in them? I don't know. Yeah, I do. Perfect. So, winding up the day, I just took my garbage to the dumpster and figured on the walk back I'll talk with you guys. So I tried to do as much as I could today that my back would allow me to do. It's just not been 100%. So it is what it is. But I feel like I did a lot. I got a good hike in. I got to see both falls. I got to paddle and do a little bit of kayaking and stuff, get close to the falls. So I thought that was pretty cool. Got to get on the island. It was a pretty good trip. I'm gonna sleep tonight. I already cooked. Sorry, people passing. Yeah, I made good steak dinner tonight. I think that's going to be the one for the cooking with wood challenge, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I'll put it like down on the bottom or something what the actual challenge is. But the guy that started it commented on one of my videos and, you know, opened an invitation for me to make a video for it. So that's what I did. I'll probably show a few seconds of me cooking in this video, but I'll have a separate video for that challenge. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it kind of ASMR style. So I haven't done one of those in a while, because I'm sure you guys just love hearing me gab about shit. Anyway, I like this campground. It's so I'm staying at the Lower Falls. I'm on site 114. I've been on this site before, actually. Same site when I came here 2 years ago. 2 years ago I had my camper with me, and at the time that was a 21 foot, 17 foot? It was a 17 foot camper, but with the hitch and everything, it was 21 feet. There are 2 trees on both sides of the lot, and the lot is not level anywhere, other than the one little spot I've got my tent. So if you do bring a camper, prepare to really jack up the driver's side. Mateo Outdoors?
Mateo Outdoors?
Yeah, M-A-T-A-O.
Oh, Mateo? M-A-T-E?
A-O, yeah. Good morning, guys. It was a great night. I slept like a baby, man. I think I went to bed around 11:30, which is early for me. I slept till 8 o'clock. It's a good night. I was comfortable. I don't think I woke up once. So it was warmer last night than the night before. I think that's why. And I did the same trick with those hand warmers. I threw them in the sleeping bag before I went to bed, and I got in the bag, and it was almost like too hot. So I pulled them out, threw them on the floor, and that's all I needed. That was good. The rest of the night, I was fine. Our friends the gnats are back. But it was a real good night's sleep. So I have some breakfast this morning. I think I'm going to do a review on that tent before I leave. I want to get that done while it's set up, and then start tearing down camp and head out of here. See what happens, see where the day takes us. I think I might try to take a ride once I get camp tore down to that Whitefish Point, I think, or something. Whitefish Bay. Man, these guys are horrible this morning. I had to put my glasses on so they stop buzzing my eyes. So we'll see if we make it there or not. Come on. There we go. Big yolk. Of course I cracked it. Now the skeeters are coming. Man, I'm buggy this morning. Well, good breakfast. Yeah, I think it's Whitefish Bay. Whitefish Bay or Whitefish Point. I don't know. I'm trying to sing the Gordon Lightfoot song in my head. But I figure with Gordon Lightfoot dying recently, and we're this close to it, might as well drive over there and check it out today before we head home. Even though it's in the wrong direction. Alright, we're packed up, camp's cleaned, we're headed out. I don't know if I'll do the Whitefish Bay Point. I gotta get it right. In this video or not, I might do that in a separate video. In fact, I will. So, on that note, if you like this type of content, consider subscribing down below. Subscribing down below. Give me a thumbs up, comment. Have you been to Tequamanon Falls? Does this inspire you to go to Tequamanon Falls? There's a lot of cool stuff to see and do around here. And it looks like they're adding even more stuff. Like they're building, looks like they're building new lodges and stuff at the lower falls and things to do down there. So within the next year, this might be pretty cool. But on that note, I will see you on the next one. Bye. Gotta go dump my garbage off now. This is going to be so much fun to edit. I've got like 7 videos on 2 cards, all randomly mishmashed together. This is horrible. It's going to take me weeks to edit all this. But, yeah. All right, let me dump garbage and get out of here.